We got Nia Akins here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce her first. But I feel like a lot of people have talked about this race, the 800 meters, and they've talked a lot about the fall. But what's kind of going overlooked is you're an Olympic trials champion. How you feeling?
I'm feeling, I don't know what I'm feeling. I haven't really processed that yet. I kind of forgot that that's what we were running for. I was just running. Yeah.
I like that, man. I think that's the way to be. But obviously, it's been a special year for you coming in here, knowing you're ready. Can you talk to me about those last few weeks of preparation, coming here, knowing you'd have an opportunity to qualify for your first Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, we did a 6-week camp in Albuquerque at altitude, and after that, we came down to Seattle for like a week and a half, and at that point, like, all the work was just done. It was just kind of about mentally just being kind to yourself. Sure. and just like listening to your body every day, not pushing the envelope because that time will come later. And yeah, then we showed up here and yeah, I don't know, it just happened. I'm still just kind of shocked.
I love it.
Yeah, we did it.
Nia, you said you haven't slept in a few days.
Yeah.
Is that maybe something you're looking forward to most here in the next week?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I'll get some better sleep, but honestly, it's an honor. I feel like I'm dreaming now, so yeah.
So I'm going to be honest. How you looked in that final, I don't see another situation that you don't win that race. I feel as though your 800-meter running, your strategic, how you're able to execute strategically has gone to another level this year.
Thank you.
Look at that race footage. Like you talking about. I keep going, bro. But I need to see this race.
Yeah, I mean, the afterburners and the downshift, right? It was like launched out of a cannon. So much daylight between yourself and the rest of the competitors. I mean, looking absolutely. We'll see this. Got the replay on the screen here, but I guess walk us through the race. Was this, obviously we don't account for a fall, but otherwise strategically, is this sort of what you had planned?
I didn't have a plan, honestly. My plan was to just race, and I was racing to win, and I honestly told myself that 3 years ago, like, if I'm towing the line again, I'm not going to be scared to race. I'm just going to go for it, and I'm going to race to win and see what happens. And yeah, and I'm very proud that, like, 3 years later, that's what happened, and it worked out. Yeah.
I think worked out is an understatement. Honestly, I see you coming down this home stretch right here, and you know, I think if you look up at the video board, you can see you got it clear. Obviously, I spend a lot of time in the ring, so I don't get a lot of action out on the track. Can you tell me what goes through your mind knowing you've got 100 meters between you and the tape for an opportunity of a lifetime?
Gosh, I honestly wasn't really thinking about the tape.
I
I
bet.
saw it at like the last minute, and I was like, why is it here?
Out of my way, tape, move,
Right.
I'm coming.
Which is horrible,
Look,
but
there you go right there. That is
Yeah.
that is awesome, man. That's pure joy right there.
I
That's
think we
bliss,
were really
baby.
emotional after, but yeah, I wasn't really thinking about anything. I was just very tunnel vision. I feel like the whole race, just in the secret place, and yeah, just like one step at a time, and it just worked out. Yeah.
A lot of times when you're in those late stages of races, right, you're hearing the pitter-patter of footsteps around you, you're hearing the breathing, maybe you're even feeling some people on your shoulder, trying to come on your inside. When did you know that you had this thing in the bag?
I don't think I knew until I crossed the line, to be honest. I had no idea what was going on behind me, and I think because of what happened in the first 200 meters, I kind of saw what happened, but not entirely like the aftermath of it, so I wasn't sure if somebody was coming. I was just like, but I'm just not going to worry about that. I'm just going to keep running. And I think in both rounds, I just kept looking up at the screen to make sure like I secured my spot. And I told myself in the final I wasn't going to look at the clock. I wasn't going to look at the board. I was just going to like just finish it because, yeah, all I got.
Listen, listening to you speak here, you sound like a coach's dream. Every time you hear a coach talk, they always mention, go out there, run your own race, pay attention to your lane. Don't worry about what everybody else is going on. Stay above the fray. Different versions of that same kind of communication. And when I hear you speak, that's what it sounds like you were thinking about on the track. I'm not worried about the line. I'm just doing me. Is that accurate?
Yeah, pretty much. I just wanted to do the best that I could, and I knew I'd be proud of myself no matter what. So, yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sure between now and Paris, your coach Danny Mackey he's cooked up some crazy plans for you to make you go to that even next level in terms of the double peak. Can you share? Do you know what you guys are going to be doing? Are you going to stay stateside? Are you going to go over to Europe and run some races?
We're going to stay over here. We're going back to Albuquerque. He wants to keep some of the blood cells that we have from our last camp, and honestly, I think it's just about maintaining what we've done so far. There's not that many weeks left, and just getting more and more dialed in every day. And yeah, it's not. This feels like the middle. This doesn't feel like the end. So I'm excited to see, what we have for Paris.
Likewise, I feel like this show has done a great job of painting pictures for our young viewers at home and people who may be watching who are young athletes and trying to achieve. And I feel like you've been speaking a lot of really insightful things. I want to go back a little bit earlier in the season because I felt like there was a pivotal moment that I'd like you to talk about. You go to the indoor championships. I think you're ready. You know what I'm saying in that moment, but you lose at the line in a really, really tight race.
God.
Right. Listen, we can bring it up now because, happier days. You lose at the line, you finish third place, but a week later you go to Washington and you run 158. And it feels like since that moment, it's been up. You know what I mean? It's been nothing slower than 159 since that moment. But I want to talk about that week. Knowing you're ready for a performance and not getting the results you want. Talk to me about the self-communication that you have with yourself in those 7 days before you embark on your next journey towards Paris.
Yeah. To be honest, it was just a real test of faith. I prayed about it, and I got really sick the week of indoor champs, and I just felt called to still race, and I started to feel just good enough to get on the line again. And then in the first round, I lost my shoe, and I just had to keep running. It's just, the show must go on sometimes, and that's life. It just happens. Nobody's kind of immune to it. We're all just kind of humaning together. So I think, it just reminded me of that. And, the next race was just so easy because I just didn't have any chaos to deal with, to be honest. And I'm really grateful for that. I'm sad that it wasn't Worlds, but, I just trust God's plan. If he didn't want that for me, I don't want it either. So it worked out. Yeah.
I like that verb to use. We're just humaning.
Right.
All this humaning here. You just happen to human a bit faster than the average human.
Absolutely. Well, listen, the U.S. 800 women have done fantastic at the Olympic Games. It's a large sorority, and I'm so sure that they're excited to welcome you to there and watch what you do as you embark on this journey towards Paris. We're going to be watching. We're super excited for you as well, so I want to wish you the best of luck, and we'll be rooting for you.
Thank you.